Leaders of High Court for the State of Telangana. I heartily welcome the senior advocates, members of legal fraternity, Registrar General and other registrars, Law Secretary, Member Secretary, Telangana State Legal Services Authority, Director Judicial Academy, Secretary High Court Legal Services Committee, officers and staff members of the High Court, media and press. To commence the program, now I request Honorable
law officers of the center and the state in the High Court, senior advocates and members of the bar, Registrar General and registrars of the High Court, including my Secretariat, judicial officers, Secretary Law, State of Telangana, Member Secretary, Telangana State Legal Services Authority, Director of Judicial Academy of Telangana, office bearers of the High Court Employees Association, officers and staff of the High Court Registry, members of the press and electronic media, my esteemed guests. A very good morning to all of you. Today, on this glorious occasion, we have assembled here in the High Court premises to celebrate 75 years of India's independence. 75 years ago, on the midnight of 14th August 1947, we became independent. Millions of people had made enormous sacrifices for the freedom of this country. Men and women from extraordinary to the ordinary braved severe adversities and plunged themselves into the struggle for independence of our country. Our forefathers who fought for it are not only those who find a mention in the records and the books of history, but there are innumerable instances of unsung heroes who fought for us. On this solemn occasion, and as we celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, let us pay homage to the memory of those great men and women, known and unknown, for whose sacrifice we are celebrating our independence. It's been a long journey spanning 75 years. 75 years is an important milestone, be it in the life of a human being, life of a family, life of a community, or life of a nation. In this period of 75 years, India has achieved great progress, but there are still miles to go before we achieve the ideals of the freedom struggle. Friends, we all know the role played by the legal profession in India's freedom struggle. Post-independence too, the judiciary has emerged as one of the key pillars of our democracy. By its crucial interventions at various stages, judiciary has not only nurtured but has also strengthened democracy and democratic institutions. We are a democracy not only in political or electoral terms, but we are committed to social and economic democracy as well. Friends, last 2 years were very challenging for the country. Insofar the judiciary is concerned, the pandemic has adversely affected functioning of the courts. But it is a matter of great satisfaction that the courts had risen to the occasion, and we now see virtual court proceedings not only as a reality, but I feel it will be a permanent feature in the days to come. For safety of our lawyers, staff, officials, judges, and their family members, the High Court had organized a number of vaccination camps, including administering booster doses. In this exercise, our advocate fraternity participated in large numbers and also benefited from such vaccination camps. I am told that to lessen the difficulties faced by the lawyers, more particularly our junior members, because of the disruption in court functioning due to the pandemic, a corpus fund has been created. I have been informed by the Learned Advocate General that the fund is now ready and can be dispersed to the beneficiaries. Insofar arrears of cases are concerned, it is true that there is a sizable arrear in the High Court, which would be around 2,40,000. Several steps have been taken to tackle this challenge. During last year, due to the intervention of the Honorable Chief Justice of India, the strength of the High Court was increased from 24 to 42. In October 2021, 7 new judges, and in March 2022, 10 new judges were sworn in. And this month, there is one more addition to the bench. I am happy to inform you that tomorrow we'll have 6 more new judges. Friends, on the administrative side, we have also taken a number of initiatives to reduce the arrears, and I am sure within a couple of months, the results would be tangible and visible. I also take this opportunity to acknowledge the role of the bar in cooperating with the efforts of the judiciary to reduce pendency. Without the cooperation of the bar, such an endeavor is not possible. I would also like to appreciate the hard work put in by our officers and staff in assisting the court. The Lok Adalats have been a great success, which would not have been possible without the cooperation of all the stakeholders. I congratulate our Member Secretary and all the officials and staff of the Telangana State Legal Services Authority from one success to the other. Insofar judicial infrastructure is concerned, on Telangana Formation Day, on 2nd June 2022, we inaugurated, including by way of restructuring, altogether 33 judicial districts, co-terminus with 33 revenue districts. I am sure with the setting up of the new courts, we will be able to bring justice nearer to the people. Friends, I do not want to burden yourselves with statistics, but I must place on record our appreciation to the efforts of the state government in sanctioning a large number of posts in various categories. The process is on for filling up the sanctioned post by following due recruitment process. During this period, the process of designation of senior advocates has continued. Steps are now again being taken to restart the process of designating some more senior advocates. Following an unfortunate incident in the High Court leading to the death of one of our lawyer friend, at the initiative of the Bar, the Office of the Learned Advocate General and the High Court Registry, we now have a state-of-the-art ambulance in the High Court premises manned by a qualified technician 24/7. We had also organized a 3-day mega health camp from 27 to 29 July, in which I am told more than 3,000 advocates, staff, judges, and their family members had participated and availed the benefit. Friends, institutional development is an ongoing process. There is no full stop. As the nation marches ahead, we'll also have to upgrade ourselves both in terms of infrastructure as well as in terms of disposal of cases, both qualitatively and quantitatively. Once again, I congratulate each one of us present here today for all that we have achieved. Let us take a pledge that we'll march ahead on our mission to achieve the goal of providing access to justice to all the citizens. As Bal Gangadhar Tilak had said, Swaraj is my birthright. Let us take that Swaraj, let us take that justice to the last man in the queue. Let us also take a solemn pledge that we will not deviate from the path shown by our freedom fighters and our forefathers. I would like to conclude by reciting a poem of Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore, and I quote, "Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake." Thank you. Jai Hind.